You have been waiting. Pause with me for a moment. Not for something dramatic, not for fireworks.
Don't rush
just
past
for an
these
answer,
words like
sign,
any other message.
A simple response that tells
Don't
you you're
skim
not
and
alone
move
in
on
this.
like it's just another thing
And
on
I
your
know
screen.
what the waiting has done to you.
Slow your breathing.
How it can make the room
Let your
feel louder
shoulders drop
even when everything is quiet.
Unclench your jaw just a
How
little.
it can make your thoughts circle the
Allow
same
your
places
heart to
again
become
and
still.
again until you don't even know what
I
you're
want you to
hoping for
truly
anymore.
listen.
Only that you're tired of
Stay
hoping
here with
without
me.
hearing anything back.
Do not hurry away.
My child, I
Do
have
not
heard
treat
you.
this as something random.
Not
you
only the
happened to
words you
stumble
said out
across,
loud, but the ones
you
you
didn't.
swallowed because you didn't have strength
I have been
to say
drawing
them
again.
here.
I
have
have
heard
been
the way your
preparing this
heart
moment
asked,
long before
softly
you knew
at
it was
first,
coming.
then with more urgency.
There are things I
then
want
with
to
the
say
kind
to
of
you
ache that specifically
specifically
lives
to
in
you
your chest
that will only fully settle
I'm
in your
waiting.
spirit if you remain with
Please
me until
answer
the
me.
end. Beloved,
So,
I am not
remain.
offended by that. Hear me fully. I am not distant from
Let
it.
every word land where it
I am
needs
not
to
sitting
land.
somewhere with crossed arms
This is
watching
not
you
for
struggle
people
like you. I am close.
This is for you.
Closer than your next breath.
And I know what
Closer
your mind
than the
tries
tears
to
you
do
wipe
when
away
something
quickly
feels
so
tender.
nobody sees how heavy
It
got.
tries to hurry.
And I want you to
It
know
tries to
something
protect
clearly
you by
before we
distracting
go
you.
any further. It tries to
My
turn the
silence
volume
has never
down
been
so you don't
absence.
feel too much. It has never been
It tries
rejection.
to tell you,
This is nice,
it has never meant
but
you are
don't take it
forgotten
too
or less
seriously.
loved or not worth responding
It tries to slide you back into
Precious
the old
one,
habit of staying
sometimes
guarded.
the hardest thing to hold is
Beloved,
the space between
don't
your
do that
question
right
and
now.
my answer because in that
Just
space
stay.
your mind tries to fill the gap.
Let your spirit lean in.
It tells stories.
Let your heart soften
It
enough to
builds
receive
conclusions.
because I'm about to say something
It
your heart
rehearses
has needed
worst
for a long
outcomes
time.
as if rehearsing them could
And
protect
I don't
you
want
from
you to
pain.
miss it. And the
My
waiting
child,
begins to feel
I am
like
so
punishment,
proud of you.
like you did something wrong,
Not because
like
you have
missed
done
a step,
everything right.
like you're being tested instead
Not
of
because
being
you have
cared
felt
for.
strong every day.
My child,
Not
come
because your
closer to
life
me
looks
here,
perfect
not
on
by
the
outside,
effort.
not by performance.
I am proud
not by
of you
forcing
because you
yourself
kept
to be
going
strong.
when quitting would
just
have been
by
easier.
being honest. I saw the days when you
You're
woke
weary.
up with heaviness sitting on your
You've
chest,
been carrying
and
this
yet
question
you chose
like
to
a
move
stone
anyway.
in your pocket all day.
I saw
every
the
day.
mornings when you didn't feel like
You've
yourself,
tried to be patient,
but you still got up and did what
You've
you
tried
had
to
to
be
do.
positive.
I saw
You've
the
tried
moments
to
when your
distract
mind
yourself.
was tired from thinking,
And
and your
still,
body was
at
tired
night,
from caring,
it returns.
and your heart was tired from hoping.
In the quiet,
and still you
when
kept
no one
going.
is asking anything from you,
Your
I
heart
saw the
asks
nights
again,
when you cried
why haven't
quietly
you
so
answered
no
me?
one would hear, because
Beloved,
you didn't want
I'm
questions.
going to speak gently because you don't
You
need
didn't want
sharpness.
pity.
You
You
didn't
need
want to
safety.
explain what felt too
You
big
need
to
to feel
explain.
that you
can bring your whole self.
And in the middle
the
of
faith
those
you
tears,
have and the fear you
whisper,
have and the disappointment
"God,
you're
I'm
trying
trying."
not to admit and still be
I
held.
heard that.
So listen.
I saw the moments when it felt
I
like
am
no
holding
one
you
understood
even in the
you,
waiting,
and
especially
music,
in the waiting.
still you
because
chose
waiting
not
is
to
not
harden
just
your
empty
heart.
time.
You had
It's
every
not
reason
wasted
to become
time.
cold.
It is a place
Every
where your
reason
heart
to
gets
shut
tender
down.
and tender hearts feel
Every
everything.
reason to say,
I'm done
that
caring.
tenderness is not weakness,
And yet,
my
you
child.
didn't become what hurt you.
It is proof that you still
And I
love,
want you to hear me
still
clearly,
hope.
still reach
I
even
am
after
proud
life
of you
has
for
made
still
you
being
cautious.
here.
But
You
I
have
know
no
it also
idea
hurts
how much
because you
strength
have been
it takes
waiting
to
and
keep
watching
believing
and
when you
wondering
feel
if anyone
tired.
notices how long it's
You
been.
have no idea how
You
powerful
have been
it
trying
is
to
that
read
you
the room
chose
of your
kindness
life instead
trying
of
to
bitterness,
find clues,
trying to
forgiveness
interpret every
instead of
small
revenge,
shift, trying to decide
hope
if you should
instead of
keep
complete
expecting or
shutdown.
finally stop expecting
But
so
I
it
know.
won't disappoint you again.
I saw
Music,
I counted
and I
every
understand
one
the
of those
thought you haven't
choices.
said out loud.
I
What if
held
I'm
them
waiting
like
for something
treasures.
that will never come? You think what you did
My
was
child,
small. Look at me. You think anyone
Not
would
at
have
the
done
clock,
the same? Not at the calendar.
No,
not at the way
child.
other people's lives seem to
They
move
would not
faster than
have.
yours. I noticed
Look at
every
me.
time you were hurting and
I
still
do not
chose to be
tease you.
gentle. I do
I
not
noticed
leave you
every
on.
time
you did not have answers.
I do not give
but
you
you
hope
still
just
did
to
not
watch you
curse
fall.
my name. I am
I
kind,
noticed every
steady,
time you wanted
present.
to numb
yourself, but you
And
turn
when I
toward
delay,
me, even
it
if
is never
only
with a
because I
whisper.
enjoy your pain. Even if only with
Sometimes,
a sigh. Beloved,
even
the
if
answer
only
you're
with an
asking for is
exhausted,
not a single
"Please,
sentence.
help."
Beloved,
It's a process.
I watched you choose compassion
It's a
when you had
strengthening.
every right to be cold. It's a quiet rebuilding
I watched you
inside you
protect
so that
others'
when the
hearts
answer
while your own
arrives,
felt
it doesn't
unprotected.
crush you or confuse you
I
or
watched
slip
you
through
show
your
up for
hands
people
because
who
you
did
did not
not ready to
always show
receive
up
it.
for you. I know
I
that
watched
sounds
you
hard
stand
to
in the
accept
gap
when
for
you're
those who
already
didn't
exhausted.
understand
the gap you were standing
So
in.
let me say it another way.
You thought no one
Simpler,
saw those
music,
small,
gentler.
quiet sacrifices.
My
but
child,
I did. I care about what you're
and
asking
heaven
for
did.
and I care about what it will do to you
I
when
saw
you
the
finally
nights when
have
you
it.
cried quietly so
You
no
are
one
not
would
just
hear,
waiting for
because
an
you
event.
didn't want questions.
You are not just
You
waiting
didn't
for a
want pity.
change.
You didn't
are
want
waiting
to
for
explain
relief,
what felt
for
too
clarity,
big to explain,
for reassurance,
for
and
a
in the
turning
middle of
point
those
that makes
tears,
the weight
you
feel
whispered,
lighter.
God,
And
I'm
I
trying.
am not ignoring that weight.
I heard that. I see how heavy
I saw
it
the
feels
moments
to keep
when it
showing
felt
up,
like no one
to keep
understood
trying,
you,
to keep
and
smiling
music,
for people,
still
to
you
keep
chose not
functioning
to
while
harden
part
your
of you
heart.
is quietly saying,
You had
I
every
don't know
reason
how
to
much
become
longer I
cold.
can do this.
Every reason
Beloved,
to shut down.
you do not have to pretend with
Every
me.
reason to say,
You do
I'm
not
done
have to
caring.
package your emotions into
And
something
yet,
neat
you
and
didn't
acceptable.
become what hurt you.
If you are
And
angry,
I want you to hear
bring
me
it
clearly.
If you are disappointed,
I am proud of you for
music,
still being
bring
here.
it.
You
If
have
you are
no
scared that
idea
you're
how
being
much
left
strength
behind,
it takes to
bring
keep
it.
believing when you feel tired.
If you are embarrassed that you
You
still
have no
care this
idea
much,
how
bring
powerful it is that
you chose
I will
kindness
not
instead
shame
of
you for
bitterness.
being human.
Forgiveness
I made you
instead
with
of
a heart,
revenge.
music, that
Hope
feels
instead
deeply.
of complete shutdown.
And I will not ask
But
you to
I know.
shut that heart down just to
I saw.
survive. I
My
counted
child,
every one of
let's
those
sit
choices
together for a moment.
I held them like
No
treasures.
rushing, no proving,
You
no
think
trying
what you
to
did
fix
was
everything,
small,
just presence.
You think anyone would have done
because
the same.
before you receive an answer,
No,
you need
child,
to, music, receive
they
this.
would not have.
You are not alone
I noticed
in your
every
waiting.
time you were hurting and still
I am
chose
with
to
you
be
in the
gentle.
middle. I
Not
noticed
only at
every
the finish
time you
line,
did not have
not
answers,
only when you're
but
strong,
you still did
not
not
only
curse
when
my
you're
name.
calm. I am with you when
I
you're
noticed
shaky.
every time you wanted to numb yourself, but
I
you
am
turned
with you
toward
when your
me,
thoughts race.
even if only with a whisper.
I am with you when you feel
Even if
numb.
only with a sigh.
I am with you when
Even
you
if
feel
only
too
with
much.
an exhausted, please,
And I know
help.
the waiting has done something
Beloved,
else.
I
too.
watched you choose compassion
It has
when you
made
had
you
every
doubt
right
yourself.
to be cold.
It has made
I
you
watched
wonder
you
if you
protect
asked
others'
wrongly,
hearts while
if
your
your
own
own
felt
worthy of an
unprotected.
answer, if you're the kind
I
of
watched
person
you
who
show
always
up for
has to
people
wait
who did
longer
not
than
always
everyone
show up
else.
for you. But listen,
I watched you
precious
stand in the
one,
gap for
your
those
worth
who
has
didn't
never been
understand the
measured by
gap
how
you were
quickly
standing in.
things happen for you.
You thought no one
Your
saw
value
those
has
small,
never been
quiet
determined by
sacrifices,
timing, but I did.
You are already loved
And
fully
heaven
without
did.
delay.
There
Those
is
weren't
not a
just
version
good
of you
moments.
that is more deserving than
Those
you
were
are right
holy
now.
altars you built in the unseen.
There is not a future version of
They
you that
matter
I will
deeply,
love more
music,
because you
to
finally
me.
got it together.
Now,
Stay
my
with
child,
me.
music,
Don't
I love you
drift.
now.
Don't
In
let
your
your mind
confusion,
wander
in
away
your
into
fatigue,
noise.
in your longing,
Don't
I
let
love
the
you
part
on
of
the
you
days
that
you
feels
feel brave and
uncomfortable
on the
with
days
love
you
try
feel
to
like you're
distract
barely
you.
holding on.
Come a little
And
closer
because I love
inside
you,
because
I
want
want
to
to gently
speak the lie you've
untangle
been
something.
carrying.
You
have
think the
told
waiting
yourself
means
that you are
nothing
weak
is happening,
because you feel exhausted.
but there is movement you
You
cannot
have told
see.
yourself that you are failing
There are
because you
quiet
still struggle.
alignments.
You
There
have
are
told yourself
protections.
that others are more
There
spiritual,
are things I am
music,
keeping from
more
breaking you
disciplined,
while you are
more
vulnerable.
chosen, and you are somehow
There are
behind.
doors you wanted to walk through that
Listen
would have
to me.
cost you more than you knew.
You confuse
There are
tiredness with
paths
failure.
you imagined that would have
You
drained you and
confuse
left you
being
emptier.
human with being unworthy.
My child, I am
You
not
are not
only
failing
answering
me.
your request.
You are fighting
I am
more than you
caring for
realize.
your life.
You
I
have
am
been under
caring for the
pressure
parts you
emotionally,
don't consider when
mentally,
you are desperate for
spiritually,
relief, because
and yet your heart has
desperation
not
narrows your
completely
vision.
shut me out.
It makes you think
That
anything
alone
is
is a
better than
testimony
this.
of strength you don't even
But I
recognize.
see the whole picture.
You feel
And
overlooked.
I am gentle enough to lead you
You
wisely
wonder why
even when
others
you're
seem to
impatient,
receive breakthroughs,
even when you're worn
recognition,
down, even when you are
companionship,
asking again
or
with
clarity
trembling
while
in
you
your
are
voice,
left waiting.
please answer me.
And you say in your heart,
I am
Lord,
with you when your
did you
thoughts
forget
race.
me? No,
I am with you when you
child.
feel numb.
I did not.
I am with you when you feel
I have
too
been
much.
looking directly at you the whole
And
time.
I know the waiting has done
Your
something
growth
else
has been happening where no one claps.
It has made you doubt yourself.
Your transformation has been
It has made you
unfolding in
wonder
rooms
if you
with
asked
no
wrongly,
audience.
if you're unworthy of an
Your
answer,
roots have been
if you're the
stretching
kind
down
of
in
person
seasons
who
where
always
nothing
has to
seemed
wait
to
longer
move on
than
the
everyone
surface.
else.
Do not
But listen,
mistake lack
precious
of visible
one,
reward
your
for
worth
lack
has
of
never been
progress.
measured by how quickly things
You have
happen
been
for
becoming
you.
step by step,
Your
day by
value
day,
has never been
breath by
determined by
breath,
timing.
quiet choice by quiet
You
choice.
are already loved fully without
My
delay.
child, I want to talk
There
to
is
the part
not a
of you
version
that
of you
feels
that is
small.
more deserving than you
The
are
part
right
that
now.
thinks anyone else
There
could
is not
do
a future
music
version of you
this
that
better
I will
than me.
love more because you finally
If I
got
were
it
truly
together.
chosen, things wouldn't
My
be this
child,
hard.
music, I
If
love
I
you
were
now.
truly loved, I
In
wouldn't
your
feel like
confusion,
this.
in your fatigue,
Beloved,
in your longing,
that part of
I
you
love
is
you on the
hurting.
days you feel brave and on the days you feel like you're barely holding on.